Okay, 61 feet into the sewer system from the 3-inch cleanout that is underneath the home on the side of the house. It's right under the crawl space near the bathroom window. So we're going to back up the camera and take a look at the sewer system. So right now we're in the city sewer. I went past about 10-15 feet. I like to make sure the city sewer is in okay shape or has no problems. Now as you transition into the private property sector side, you can see the roots on your left. So right there is the connection to the city, and there's roots right there at that connection, and they are coming from actually the private property side, and they have grown towards the city sewer as well. Pretty significant amount of roots growing around where the pipe comes together at the joints. It looks like they've squeezed their way through. It's hard to tell if the pipe is broken. If it is, it'd be on the top section. But a lot of times roots just kind of squeeze through those pipe joint connections where they come together, and they just tend to squeak in, and then once they're inside they start growing like crazy. You can see on your left there's more. At least it's not in the middle, it's going around the top and the side, so water is going through. And that's all in the front yard. There we have a root intrusion right there dropping straight down, as you can see. Of the pipe so far as well, it looks to be in good shape. Here to the right we have more roots at the 29-foot mark. As you can see as you see the bottom of the pipe, that is a pipe joint connection. See where the pieces of pipe come together, and that's where the roots come in. They're not going to come in on a solid piece of pipe. And there they've grown pretty abundant around the top and the sides. There's a hole there probably where the water pushes through, so maybe they've had it snaked out, and that's the part that got cleared, and then the roots still grow around the sides where the snake cable didn't touch it, because the roots do grow back. This is the main pipe we're going through, and here we transition, I believe, to, let's see if this is oh, here's some more root debris right here. Now, this is still clay pipe, and you can see the roots with dirt. Closer look there. And once that builds up, that could cause a stoppage. And this you see is now cast iron pipe. That's the original pipe that is under the home. Cast iron looks really corroded, but that's what cast iron tends to do. It tends to turn red and look very corrosive, but that's just what cast iron does. It's nothing abnormal. As you can see, water flowing through. So we are getting drainage. Just cleaning the camera screen there. Here's some roots to the right. You can see, kind of popped in right there. Really minor, but it is still a root intrusion. See it on the top of your screen. There's a root that's kind of dangling there and coming down to the right, and yeah, just kind of attached to the side of the pipe. So we do have root intrusions, but water is draining, it does have a clear path, but those roots will grow and can be a problem. I'm sure they will block up the sewer system at one point. It's just hard to determine when. The more water in the sewer system, the faster the roots grow. So if the house is unoccupied, of course it takes longer for the roots to grow, but once the toilets are being used, the showers, there's water in the system, you know, you're feeding the roots, and they grow. To the left there's some roots growing. It looks like just kind of stuck on the side, very minimal. And then this is a section of plastic pipe that was, looks like it was repaired and replaced underneath the home at the crawl space. And that's where they tied into the cast iron. As you can see, that's the clean out under the home. And it's connecting to the existing plumbing, which is still cast iron, as you can see. And that's the toilet right there. That's a toilet closet ring that it connects to. And then they tie it back into plastic. And that will conclude the scope.